Hi and welcome. My name is Johnny Fergan. I'm from All Total Coaching. We'll continue their series of our presentation on the book launch, How to Be a Man, What Your Father Never Taught You. And in this segment, we continue about medications.
You see, my dear friends, now why did I bring up this example? Because if it wasn't for his actions, God forbid his father would be dead. Now I'm not saying to you, you shouldn't at critical times not take medication, but do research. There is no money in healthy people. There's huge money in sick people. And the sicker you are, the more they milk you, because the more desperate you are, the more they can milk you. Go for a run, lose weight. You see many fat people, 20, 30, 40, but you don't see them 60, 70. Why? Because they're friggin' dead. They're dead. Now, I'm not trying to criticize anybody, because I used to be a fat slob too. But the problem is, you create a lot of pressure on your heart. The body's got an immune system to help us. But if you keep eating cakes and bazookas and hamburgers, don't be surprised if you look like a bazooka and a hamburger. Okay? Yes, go ahead.
My dad went from 92 kilos down to 70 kilos.
There you go. There you go. You see? So this is the problem. And a lot of foods today, and don't take my word for it, create a lot of preservatives that keep the long life shelf of the food, and a lot of them cause cancer. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. A lot of these things they put all these things in to make the food last longer. The best way to eat is fresh food. Don't be lazy. He taught me a lot about food. Cook a lot of things by yourself, because you don't know what the shit they're putting there. I highly recommend don't eat McDonald's and all these bazookas from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now, I'm not saying to you if you're really hungry once at 2 o'clock in the morning you can't eat it. But if you eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, eventually you're going to look like Kentucky Fried Chicken. True or not? There you go. So again, I'm not here saying that if you're 2 o'clock in the morning you're really hungry, don't eat it. But make a habit not to make it a habit. Okay? And a lot of these food have got all sorts of preservatives, so it will taste good, but it's not good for your digestive system. And don't take my word for it. Google side effects. I don't know if you've seen one of these videos on YouTube about a fellow that ate McDonald's for 9 months, what happened to him. And probably you've seen that video. I don't have to go into details, because if you saw it, you're like, oh my God. One of the buns was still there. It was disgusting, man. It's just insane. And if this is the stuff you're putting in your stomach, what do you think is going to happen in the long term? Yes.
Remember, when you go on the Woolworths, Coles, and the aisles that you go through, all those aisles, it's not food. It's food-like items. They're not food. Not food. So don't go.
Okay, now, so look, again, I'm not professing to be a doctor. The reason I'm bringing up this topic is because I made a lot of research into this area. Now, it doesn't mean I'm an expert, but at least I'm aware. My job here is to make you aware. Do your research. If you're going for depression, ask for help. But I highly recommend, if you're going for depression, go for exercise or do something. Stop watching TV, because TV will make you depressed. You will never hear good news on the news. Do things that make you happy, like dancing or running or craft or whatever, reading, whatever you do. But if you don't do things that you like, make you happy, you're going to watch mainstream media, and it's going to make you depressed, because according to mainstream media, we're all going to die from COVID. Anyway, that's another story. Now, I'd like to go back to the topic and show about the indoctrinations in our university.
So that's the second section on medication and prescription drugs on the depression that I did on my presentation on the 16th of August 2020. For purchase of the books, links below, and for the whole presentation is on for sale, for links below. Thank you very much for listening. As always, I'm your friend Johnny Fergan. Bye-bye.